And now, Mr. Bareface.
In this story, I am the news.
In a society that upholds the supposed principle of innocent until proven guilty, it seems incongruous that public figures often face a glorified version of the opposite, being guilty until proven innocent. One such personality who has experienced this firsthand is Russell Brand, a British comedian, actor, and activist known for his outspoken views on politics and social issues. So what is Brand guilty of? He's recently been accused of sexual misconduct and inappropriate behavior towards women. 4 women have come forward recounting incidents where they felt harassed or exploited by Brand. These allegations range from unwanted advances, explicit messages, and non-consensual encounters.
Look, no means no. No, that means no, all right? But no, stop it. What are you doing? Oh my God.
It is interesting how 4 women at the same time, after many years, now want to make these allegations. But you are probably wondering, who are these women? Well, no one knows.
What?
All of these women decided to remain anonymous. All 4 went to the media to tell their story, not the police.
The relationships I had were absolutely always consensual. I was always transparent about that then, almost too transparent. And I'm being transparent about it now as well. And to see that transparency metastasized into something criminal that I absolutely deny makes me question, is there another agenda at play?
It's important to note that these accusations are allegations and have not been proven in a court of law.
It's ridiculous. Like that believe women. It's like all of them.
Brand has found himself vilified and judged before any evidence is presented.
You feel how nervous everybody just got in here? The fact that I just suggested that there should be due process? This guy's talking crazy, man. Did he just join ISIS?
The impact of these accusations on Brand's career and public image remains an ongoing debate.
I'm talking, you're not.
As some continue to support him while others choose to distance themselves from his work. So why would these allegations be presenting themselves now? Why would some media outlets turn on Russell when years ago they used to praise him and give him a platform? Well, in recent years, Brand has become a prominent figure in the realm of political activism. Over 11 million Twitter and 7 million YouTube followers and practitioners of common sense praise Brand for his outspoken critique of economic inequality, corporate greed, and government corruption, advocating for alternative and progressive solutions.
There's a serious and concerted agenda to control these kind of spaces and these kind of voices, and I mean my voice along with your voice.
Politicians feel threatened by his influence and fear that he is swaying public opinion away from the mainstream political narrative.
That Albert Einstein, who if nothing else was clever, said you can't change a system using the thinking that created it. That means if you want to change things, you have to look at alternative ways of thinking. The way things are at the moment, the people that benefit from it don't want it to change. They are happy with it the way it is. That's why things like ecological disaster, economic inequality, global meltdown and war are largely ignored because they are serving the purpose of the people that are in control. If you want change to come, it will not come from them.
They have continually tried to portray Brand as an uninformed or radical figure, to discredit his arguments and marginalize his message. Cherry-picking his statements, taking them out of context to paint an unflattering picture, and label him as an attention-seeking provocateur. This serves to divert attention away from the substance of his arguments, and instead focuses on his persona and persona-based attacks.
I don't mind them using my books and my stand-up to talk about my promiscuous consensual conduct in the past. What I seriously refute are these very, very serious criminal allegations.
So when words don't work, let's make up a story about 4 anonymous women that can't be fact-checked and Brand could never defend himself against. Let's get as many mainstream media channels to run with the story as fact, and have YouTube demonetize and shadow ban his show. Because after all, he is guilty until proven innocent.
There are witnesses whose evidence directly contradicts the narratives that these 2 mainstream media outlets are trying to construct, apparently in what seems to me to be a coordinated attack.
Moving forward, this sets a horrible precedent where if they wish to silence anyone, all you have to do is say, "We have these allegations against you, so we are going to silence you and take away your source of income." The UK government and CNN media company have admitted to contacting all social media and blog platforms to get Russell demonetized. Of course, YouTube caved immediately. Rumble stayed strong, though, and told them to suck it. Go get yourself a Rumble account if you care about that pesky little thing called free speech. They have also contacted his advertisers to bully them into pulling their ads. Sticker Mule was one of those companies who immediately pulled their ads, so they can kiss my fucking ass. I'm currently in the process of sending back my order. I was already growing increasingly disappointed in the US government and Google, who owns YouTube, mainstream media, and social media platforms for censoring speech. But now, this is dangerously ridiculous. Brand will continue to use any platform to advocate for social and political change, and the attacks against him will likely persist. However, it is important to recognize that such attacks often aim to divert attention from the real issues at hand. As consumers of media, it is essential that we actively seek out balanced and unbiased information, rather than relying solely on sensationalized headlines or soundbites. Our willingness to engage in meaningful dialogue and examine the evidence before forming firm opinions is crucial in breaking the cycle of guilty until proven innocent, and fostering an environment that values intellectual discourse and the exploration of challenging ideas.
In the meantime, I want you to stay close, stay awake, but more important than any of that, if you can, please stay free.
That's all I have to say about that.
Mr. Bareface would greatly appreciate it if you could take a brief moment to like this video, and we hope to have earned your subscription.